Welcome to Polka Time Again from the studios of WCTV in Wadsworth, Ohio, with Gene and Mike Kovac, the Polka Boys. We hope we have an entertaining hour of music for you and some interesting information on where to go and listen to some polka music. What do you think?
Sounds like a plan to me.
Well, let's get started with, this is a phrase I must have heard 1,000,000 times in my misspent youth. Jerry Darlock is going to play it for us. It's a tune called Meet Us at the Tavern, Kushner's Tavern, corner of Route 62.
Meet us at the tavern, lose your troubles for a while. Join your friends and neighbors, put on a great big smile. The party's never ending, you're in great company. Meet us at the tavern, it's the only place to be. Sportsmen, join us at Sportsmen. Belly up, let's have another round. Sportsmen, join us at Sportsmen. Honky is talking beer, join in town. Meet us at the tavern, lose your troubles for a while. Join your friends and neighbors, put on a great big smile. The party's never ending, you're in great company. Meet us at the tavern, it's the only place to be. Sportsmen, join us at Sportsmen. Belly up, let's have another round. Sportsmen, join us at Sportsmen. The honky is talking beer, join in town. Sportsmen, join us at Sportsmen. Belly up, let's have another round. Sportsmen, join us at Sportsmen. The honky is talking beer, join in town. Hey, welcome.
Wonderful job, wonderful
Jerry
job.
Darlock, that's right, yes. So, hey, we heard from young Jim Nichols down in Smithville, Ohio. He called up and wanted to hear Walter Ostanek with Just Because. Jim is celebrating his 60th year with the Ohio Operating Engineers Union on June 29th. And on July 1st, Jim is celebrating his 89th birthday. Can you imagine someone that age still out and about doing their thing, Dad?
89, well, that's not
Youngster,
so old.
that's right,
That's
a
right.
youngster.
What have you decided to play for this gentleman?
We're going to play just for Jim Nichols down in Smithville, Ohio, Just Because from Walter Ostanek. Here it comes.
The one and only Mr. Walter Ostanek. Just because you think you're so pretty, just because you think you're so hot, just because you think you've got something that nobody else has got. You cause me to spend all my money. You laugh and call me old Santa Claus. I'm telling you, baby, I'm with you just because. Just because. look so pretty. Just because you think you're so hot. Just because you think you got something that nobody else has got. You cause me to spend all my money. You laugh and call me old Santa Claus. I'm telling you, baby, I'm with you just because. Just because.
Polkarama there. Jim
big
Nichols still
big
going
finish,
strong.
yeah.
That's right.
Are you ready for a little June trivia?
Always, always, yes.
Okay, well, here are some interesting facts about June. The first typewriter was patented in June in 1868. And June, of course, has the longest day of the year, June 21st every year.
Summer solstice, that's right.
That's right. And June begins on the same day each year. That's hard to believe. Sunday.
That
June
is hard to
begins on
believe.
a Sunday.
That's one I got to look up. You check that at home too, guys.
I got it off the computer, so it must be right.
That's true, yeah, yes.
Maybe we better play a tune.
Probably our best bet.
You got one, or am I?
Nope, you got number 3 there, I
Yeah.
think.
Hank Haller. I don't know what this means, but it's very interesting. Hertz Schmerz.
The literal translation is heart pain, but I believe it's broken hearts.
Okay.
Here we come.
Or
It's,
broken
it's a
record.
heart. Here we go, yes.
Schmerz und dies und das, ach, das ist Ural. Kuss, Schmuss und Socknacknass, das kennt mancher bald. Denn seit mehr als 1000 Jahren hat's ein jedermann erfahren, doch ohne Liebe kann man nicht durchs Leben gehen. Und da hilft auch keine Reue, man fällt immer rein auf neue Liebe, ja Liebe, die ist immer wieder schön. Herz, Schmerz und dies und das, auch das ist Ural. Kuss, Schmuss und 1000 Jahren hat's ein jeder mal erfahren, doch ohne Liebe kann man nicht durchs Leben gehen. Und da hilft auch keine Reue, man fällt immer rein aufs Neue. Liebe, ja Liebe, die ist immer wieder schön.
Hank Haller, Hirsch Schmerz.
Great job.
Yes. So, hey, you left out the biggest trivia part of June is that June is National Accordion Awareness Month. So you're doing your part by tuning in to Polka Time Again. So, hey, we want to wish some happy birthdays to some folks out there around Medina County. Up in Brunswick, happy birthday to Vince Carl, a former councilman up there in Medina. We want to send birthday wishes out to Phil Brewer and Andy and Chris Wade of Waite Funeral Homes. And right here in Wadsworth, we have Carol Eggert, Robin House, who made our little accordion man down front, and Kathy Greckney and Anna Slepecki, the president of the Cleveland Polka Association, is celebrating a birthday. Happy birthday to them and everyone else out there celebrating.
Okay, well, we got a little polka music coming up by a couple of Cleveland big shots in the polka business, Joey Michigan and Louis Trebar. Both of them were just tremendous accordionists. And they're going to play a tune for us called, I want to send this out to a dear friend of mine, Pat Stout, who's recuperating in the hospital down in Canton. I know she'll be feeling better very shortly.
As soon as she hears this.
Here it comes. I want to call you sweetheart.
Sweetheart, wanna call you dear, but words just fail me whenever you are near. Wanna take you dancing, wanna hold you tight. Sit down. I wanna know that feeling of delight. Wish I had the courage like the other guys who look at you with love light in their eyes. Excuse me if you say you'd like to dance with me. Oh, honey, yes, sirree. Sweetheart, wanna call you dear, but words just fail me whenever you are near. Wanna take you dancing, wanna hold you tight. I wanna know that feeling of delight. Wish I had the courage like the other guys who looked at you with love light in their eyes. Excuse me, did you say you'd like to dance with me? Oh, honey, yes, sirree.
Very nice.
Get well soon, Pat. You got some little pearls of wisdom for the folks out there?
Yeah, I
Pat?
got a couple little things I wanted to mention. Do you know how seashells manage to stay so clean?
I don't know. I know Zunka collects a lot of them.
They wash up on the beach, of course.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
And this is a great help around the house. It's how do you prevent dry skin?
Age-old question there.
Don't use a towel.
That'll do it every
That
time.
works for me.
Wisdom according to Gene Kovac. Be careful with that out there.
Maybe we better play a polka. What do you think?
Sounds good.
You got Joey Thompson coming up, the Button Box Beat. Great, great button box tune.
Hey.
A lot of dancers having a good time.
Joey Thompson with the Button Box Beat there. And if you want to see and hear Joey Thompson live, you're going to have that opportunity coming up on Wednesday, July 2nd. There's going to be a keg tapping at the Hofbrauhaus in downtown Cleveland. And of course, they'll have great music there and great beer. Also happening on Wednesday, July 2nd, if you're a little farther out west there, up in Geneva, Ohio, the Phil Yan Band with Frank Moravsik are going to be playing at the Old Firehouse Winery beginning at 6 o'clock. Joey Thompson starts at 5:30 at the Hofbrauhaus. And that leads us into Friday, July 4th, a big event going on up at the S&PJ Farm in Kirtland, Ohio. The Frank Stanger Band with the handsomest percussionist in the land, Paul
Absolutely.
Yeager, and Mike Wojtyła. The Mike Wojtyła Band are going to be there starting at 1 o'clock, running till 7 o'clock. That's on Friday, July 4th at the S&PJ Farm in Kirtland, Ohio.
Okay, well, we're going to call on Richie Yurkovich and the boys to play a little tune for us now. And it's a nice Slovenian-style waltz. Let's see what it looks like. Richie Yurkovich.
I knew when first we met, we'd make a memory warmer than spring sunshine, sweeter than aged wine. You took my hand and then helped me believe again someone would love me someday. Someone like you.
Very nice, very nice.
Yurkovich. Hey, we mentioned the big 4th of July event going on up at the S&PJ Farm on July 4th. There's several other events going on that weekend. Friday, July 4th, the Bill Bevick Band is going to be up at the Gostilnia at the S&PJ Rec Center over in Enon Valley, Pennsylvania. And then on Saturday, July 5th, the Solkar Golub Band is going to be at Todd Park down in Girard, Ohio in the large pavilion. They're going to have admission is $5, but that includes food and soft drinks for the day. And then also on July 5th over in Youngstown, Ohio at the Penguin City Brewery, it's going to be polkas and pierogies with the music provided by Patty C. and the guys, Bill Bevick, the Bill Bevick Band, the Rex Canary Band, and the Zolkas. That's Saturday, July 5th over at Penguin City Brewing in Youngstown, Ohio. Going to be a great time.
Boy, yeah, big time in Youngstown.
That's right.
Okay, well, this next tune is a tune by Joe Fedorchak, and it always reminds me of a young lady who lived about 3 blocks away from me when I was growing up, Loretta Kirby. Just a wonderful young lady, and unfortunately we lost her rather young in life. But all the fellas hung out at Loretta's house. So here it comes, Joe Fedorchak and the Loretta Polka.
You play
more good dancers.
The Loretta Polka by Joe Fedorchak. I'm going to send that out to Loretta Krieger up in Medina. How about that? So,
Okay.
hey, if you've got an accordion, button box, or any musical instrument that you'd like to use to play some polka music, you've got lots of opportunities in the Akron-Canton area there. On Tuesdays over at the Akron Fraternal Order of Police Lodge at Walter Park in Akron, they go at 2 o'clock. On Wednesdays at the Barberton Sokol Club, they've got a jam session going from 8 to 10 p.m. And then on Fridays at the Barberton Slovene Center, they've got a jam session that goes from 2 to 4 p.m. All musicians are welcome, and they're going to play some great polka music there.
Okay. Well, I can't believe the next title we're playing here. If it's true, I don't know what I'm going to do.
Maybe you won't have to worry about it.
It's too hard for me to believe. It's the Lipa Park Button Box Group tune called No Beer in Heaven. I don't believe that for 1 minute.
That's right.
Boy, that was a great job, great job. You know, we always like to hear from folks who watch our program and advise us on what we can do to improve it. And you've got some folks that did just that, is that right?
Well, maybe no suggestions, but we heard from numerous people. And first of all, we want to wish happy birthday out to Elizabeth Kurtz, who's celebrating her 78th birthday. So I know we've heard from you before, Elizabeth, but I don't have any other information, but we know you're going to have a great birthday out there. And we also, we've got a Facebook page there in case you missed the show during the week. You can check it out there or on WCTV's YouTube. And we had numerous people stop by, including Claudio Sabatina. He enjoyed Polka Time Again from Rome, Italy. George Justin Giesick, a guitar professor at John Carroll, tuned in. Gary Grasso caught the show from Wickliffe, Ohio. Mike Luston tuned in from McDonough, Georgia. And Sue Lemansky got her polka fix from up in Harbor Beach, Michigan. So thank you to them and everyone else who stopped by to see us on Facebook this week.
Always glad to hear from those folks, especially if it's positive.
That's right.
It's so rare that happens. Just kidding, just kidding. Okay, well, let's scoot out to Nebraska, the heartland of the Midwest. What do you think?
Good idea, good idea. It's been a little warm out there,
Yep.
like it's been warm here.
Well, the Six Fat Dutchmen are going to play a tune, and unseemly as it seems to be, it's the Nebraska polka.
Go Cornhuskers. Okay.
Very nice,
Nebraska
very nice.
polka, yes. Hey, all kinds of things going on July 4th in the polka world, and perhaps the biggest one is the 50th anniversary Polka Fireworks Festival over at Seven Springs, Pennsylvania. All kinds of polka bands there, including the Polka Family, Lenny Gomolka and the Chicago Push, the Maestro's Men, Larry Trojak's Live It Up Crusade featuring Eddie Biajaj, The Beat, Dinah Brass, and many, many more. It's their 50th event over there, and you can get more information at polkafireworks.com. A great event.
Okay, well, it's about time for a Slovenian waltz, and Don Lipovic and the boys are going to do just that for us. Let's see what it looks like, a nice Slovenian waltz.
Moj fantič je na Trolsko vandral. Moj fantič je na Trolsko vandral. Moj fantič je na Trolsko vandral. Oj, daj pa tam bolan leži. Moj fantič je na Trolsko vandral. Moj fantič je na Trolsko vandral. Moj fantič je na Trolsko vandral. Oj, daj pa tam bolan leži. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Don Lipple.
Oh, nice song there. Yes.
Yes, indeed.
Hey, one of the biggest events in Pittsburgh is going to be happening the weekend of July 11th through July 13th. The Slovene Fest happening at the SNPJ Rec Center in Enon Valley. And all kinds of polka bands are going to be at this event also, including the Don Wojtyła Band, Mikey D, the Garrett Titano Band, the Frank Stanger Orchestra, the Western Pennsylvania Button Box Club, the Zolkas, Klansnick and Friends, and many, many more. And that's not even including the food, drink, desserts, and cultural events going on at the Slovene Fest at the SMPJ Rec Center, Enon Valley, just north of Pittsburgh, the weekend of July 11th through July 13th. And I know Ed and Henrietta Snyder from Medina are going to be there enjoying it. So
Okay,
get
well,
out there and enjoy.
This next tune is a phrase that I must have heard a million times. Anytime you head to the tavern and getting involved with the boys, you'll hear this. It's a tune called "Let's Have a Party."
Sounds good to me.
Let's have a party tonight. We'll bring the music for your delight. Roll on the barrel, spread out the chair. We'll play a polka when Tom's is here. Come to the party, join
Jim Bevesey from the Canton area
Yes,
in that
indeed.
song there. Hey, if you've got a special birthday like Jim Nichols or Elizabeth Kurtz, or just want to request a song or maybe recognize a special anniversary, there's a number of different ways to get hold of us here at Polka Time Again. The easiest way to do that is with a phone call at 330-336-7919. You can also reach out to us via email at wctv@wadsworthcity.org. You can drop us a line at Polka Time Again, care of WCTV, 619 School Drive in Wadsworth, Ohio, or you can reach out to us on Facebook at Polka Time Again. We would love to hear from you.
Okay. We got a tune coming up by the Waitiers, and unfortunately, this happens at every polka dance. The name of the tune is "The Last Dance." Let's see what it
Every
looks like.
time.
The lights way down low while the band is playing slow. Dance the last dance with me tonight. Hold me close tenderly as we touched silently. Let my heart speak to you tonight. Say the last dance for me, my darling. By now, don't you know? Can't you see? Pretend like you care this moment and dance the last dance with me. Good night and sleep tight. Here's a kiss, warm and bright, as we dance the last dance tonight. Hold me close tenderly as we touched silently. Let my heart speak to you tonight. Say the last dance for me, my darling. By now, don't you know? Can't you see? Pretend that you care this moment and dance the last dance with me. Pretend that you care this moment and dance the last dance with me.
Ooh.
Great vocals.
Nicely done by the Voitiers
Yes,
there,
indeed.
yes. Well, 4th of July is a big weekend for polka events. We mentioned several of them with you on Friday, July 4th. That the Polka Fun continues through that weekend. On Saturday, July 5th, the Polka Classics with Eddie Rodick are going to be over at the SMPJ Lodge in Strabane, Pennsylvania. It's just a little southwest of Pittsburgh. They're going to be playing at 6 o'clock there. And also on Sunday, July 6th, the Frank Stanger Band is going to be at the NCP Slovenian Polka Boosters Dance at Wildwood's Bar and Grill up in St. Mary's, Pennsylvania. And then into the week on Wednesday, July 9th, the Zolkas are going to be at the Buell Park Concert Series in Hermitage, Pennsylvania.
Okay,
That's
Buell
your old
Park.
stomping.
Boy, I spent a lot of time there when I was growing up.
And finally, on Thursday, July 10th at 6:30 p.m., the Rex Teneri Band's going to be at the Ironwood Commons, their summer concert series in Canfield, Ohio. So get out and enjoy some polka music.
Okay, well, this next tune by Del Sinchek is a beautiful waltz, The Waltz of the Angels. Very, very great tune.
The waltz of the angels, I hear it's time. I hold you tightly, it means of the night. It's surely from heaven, this music I hear. When your lips say I love you, it's waltz time, my dear. There must be a power much higher than I, a rider of love song, way up in the sky, the maker of roses, of love sweet and true. The waltz of the angel, the moonlight and you. Oh, hurry, my darling, my waiting arms. I'll love you forever and keep you from harm. Our love is endless. Our hearts have been healed by the waltz of the angel, and far beyond this, there must be a power much higher than I, a rider of love song, way up in the sky. The maker of roses, of life sweet and true. The waltz of the angel, he wrote just for you. I'll love you forever and keep you from harm. Our love is endless. Our hearts have been kissed by the waltz of the angel, and far beyond this, there must be a power much higher than I, a rider of love song, way up in the sky, the maker of roses, of love sweet and true. The waltz of the angel, he wrote just for you.
Del Sinchek.
Very nice.
Yes.
Well, it looks like it might be time to close it out for this week, and we're going to close it out with a polka that the band members hear invariably at a dance when the folks don't want to go home. I've made this request myself several times. Joe Fedorchak and the boys, play that polka one more time.
One more time.
Hope to see you next week at the very same time.
Be kind to your neighbors. Have a great week.
Play that polka one more time. Ooh, I love that ooh-pa-pa. Drink that beer and drink that wine. Ooh, I love that ooh-pa-pa. Everybody dance and sing. Ooh, I love that ooh-pa-pa. When we play that polka, everybody loves that ooh-pa-pa. Play that polka one more time. Ooh, I love that ooh-pa-pa. Drink that beer and drink that wine. Ooh, I love that ooh-pa-pa. Everybody dance and sing. Ooh, I love that ooh-pa-pa. When we play that polka, everybody loves that ooh-pa-pa.
You are watching WCTV, Wadsworth Community Television.